Kazo.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Greetings to each and every one of you guys once again. Welcome to the Voices of South Sudanese Women.
Let's go.
I'd like to say welcome to Season 2, Episode 5. We've made it very far. And to be in this present moment and continue the episodes is such a great opportunity for myself and all the other participants who have joined. So tonight I have someone very special in the studio with me. His name is Jal Thawat.
Yours and truly.
That's the one. And he's an artist. He's a music artist, and I'm sure many of you guys are aware in regards to who WALKx is, because we all listen to his music day in and day out.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
So before I go any further, I'd love to pass the mic to WALKx. I will tend to use WALKx a lot more because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And before I go any further, I'll pass it on to WALKx, and he can tell you guys a little bit about himself.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there about our topic of discussion for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lizzie.
You're
Appreciate that
welcome.
one. How we doing there, guys? I go by the name of WALKx.
Yeah.
Most of you guys might know me as Josie or Jal.
Yeah.
But I'm a local musician from the southeast. Located in Neri, Pakenham, Cranny, anywhere you want to call it. And I make rap music, so hopefully you've heard me or you will hear about me soon. So
Yeah.
happy days.
Amazing. Thank you for that. How have you been? How are you? Or how have you been? It's been quite some time since we've seen each other due to adult life.
Yeah, shit. It
The
gets tough.
busyness, the 9 to 5,
it
you
gets
know.
tough out
So
there, you know?
I'd like to know how you are mentally, physically, emotionally, and
Yeah.
spiritually.
That's good. That's a good question. Well, mentally, I'm doing pretty good.
Amazing.
I feel like lately I've been following my plans and whatnot.
Yeah.
Physically sharp, maybe need to go to the gym a bit more, but we're working on that.
That's
Spiritually wonderful. I feel like I've grown a lot to who I used to be. Mentally too, so therefore the spirit's a bit more out. So I'm
Amazing.
happy with myself spiritually.
I love that.
Emotionally, pretty good, but you gotta stop getting a bit angry every now and then. But we're
Gotta
good.
get-
We're good besides that, you know.
That's it. But
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
part of life as well.
No, you have to.
You
go,
know,
you have to
you just got to be patient with yourself. I used to be an angry bird as
Yeah,
well.
I remember.
But
I'm
you,
joking.
you know me too well.
Yeah, no.
But guess what? We
Yeah.
grew into that, and
No,
we
we have
turned it into something so beautiful.
That's it.
But thank you for actually, being open with me by answering those questions.
No,
'Cause
I have to.
those type of questions are very difficult to answer because they're a
Very,
bit
very.
personal. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to see where you're heading, which is
Thank
amazing.
you. I appreciate it.
You're
I appreciate it, I
welcome.
appreciate it.
I think we should jump right into it because I'm really
Let's go.
excited to ask you these questions
And I'm also excited to answer
and
these questions.
get to know you just a
Yeah.
little further, you know, in
Yeah, I
terms
mean,
of your music.
You know Jal, but there's a lot towards WALKx
That's the
that a
one.
lot of people don't know. So
Yeah.
it's solid.
And
solid.
I think we should get right into it.
Let's go, Kazo.
So the first question
Yeah.
that I would like to ask you is, what first got you into music? So what turned that light on where you were like, hey, I have this gift, and it's the gift of writing.
Yeah. Honestly, I was never into music as much as I am today. Like I started off music by playing drums at church.
Yeah.
In the Luakot and the churches and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I really got into music and got sparked about how I heard other people explain their life scenarios to music. So if I heard like a cool story about how, I don't know, Kendrick went through, high school, I'm like, yeah, sick, like cool story, you know? Or it's like what YG did with that girl, yeah, sweet, like Mad Dog, you know?
Yeah,
But it was how you express yourself and how you made yourself sound cool. So that's how I started music, honestly.
Amazing.
I was like, that sounds cool. Maybe I could sound like that, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
And you know what I've realized too, with music, it's so powerful that what you listen to it embarks within you for a very long time. And I think when it comes to lyrics as well, it's very important to put out lyrics that
Yeah.
people can sort of like understand in a way that if they're going through some traumatic life experiences, they can listen to that type of music and be like, if this guy can do it, then I can do it too. You know what I mean?
Literally,
Yeah.
what you just said right there was how I got into music too. Because like lyrics used to matter so much to me.
Yeah.
Because I grew up listening to like the Fugees, like Big L, Biggie,
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hills, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it's like I used to listen to a lot of crazy stuff they would say. So in my head, I was like, all right, sweet. how do I sound lyrically better than them?
That's it.
Does that mean, do I have to read a dictionary, or like do I gotta like go over my music and be like, all right, sweet, I gotta use different words?
Yeah.
So lyrics, honestly, are a very important part of my
Very.
music.
And I'm so glad you feel that.
Yeah,
you know?
because I don't know what rap is without writing. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, you can call me rapper all you want, you're sweet, but I believe I am truly a rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a rapper, writer. So it's like, before the rapping, I appreciate my writing more.
Yeah.
So I really do value the lyrics.
That's the beauty of the mind, isn't it? It's art itself.
Literally,
you
it has
know?
to be, it has to be.
And hey, our minds are very powerful.
Very powerful.
And I guess without the thoughts, all the knowledge that we have, we wouldn't be able to create music
You wouldn't.
at all.
Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, there are your thoughts, and then there's music thoughts.
Yeah, behind it.
Yeah, like a lot of people, like I'm not a true big believer in like, you know, God made me write that. But in some aspects, you just wake up the next day, you're like, shit, who wrote that? Like,
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck, true, fair
That's
enough.
deep.
And
That's deep.
then you're like, then some people might be like, yeah, but for me, it's like, all right, sweet.
Do you sometimes feel like there's a higher power that actually gave you those?
Yes, there is a high power,
Because
but
some of us are spiritual.
yes.
There's a difference between spirituality and
there's a higher calling to
there's a higher calling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like whatever if it's peacefully and you're spreading that, it's like somebody or something told you to do that, therefore you had to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or would it be our intuition when you really think about it?
That's hectic.
It's deep.
It would be intuition.
It's like you're finally listening to your core being.
Yeah, it's like hearing a part of yourself for the first time. So it's like, once you write that song, you're like, whoa, shit.
Like, is that me?
That's like,
Like-
yo, shit, I like that guy. Like, let me be more that guy. You
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
you get to really know about yourself more, and you get to really appreciate yourself a bit
Yeah,
more.
100%. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with those
Nah,
answers.
I'm satisfied too. I didn't know I have these answers.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
The second question that we'll unravel is,
Yes.
how do you feel the internet has impacted the music industry?
A lot. Like Joe Bada said, you know, stuck in the 90s. Like, a lot of people are stuck in the 90s. They don't understand that we're no longer in the 90s where it's like, oh, I gotta make a CD and put it out there.
We're evolving.
You can literally have a studio in your garage. You can smash about 30 songs and put them on
could.
SoundCloud, and one of those songs will make you famous. Done. Back in the days, you'd have like DJs going around New York and being like, all right, sweet, let me go over there and what's it called? And walk around and give my CDs to people in the street.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, these days you can just send it to like a whole country in 5 minutes.
Simple as that.
Instead of spending 30 days walking around the whole of New York, being like, oh, here's my CD, bro, check it out. Each DJ, each radio station. So internet has helped, but it also has destroyed a part of music.
Okay.
Because it's like the internet fan base compared to like what it is to hear music,
Yeah.
it's different. You know? So it's like internet, everybody can just go on SoundCloud and be like, yeah, sweet, I'm hearing this. But have you seen that guy live? And do you actually like the shit that he's saying live?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Are you relating with the vibe of the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the internet is a good platform, but it's also a bit too hectic.
So we still got a bit of a long way to go before it becomes.
Well, we have to decide as musicians, because it's like we could go that way and be like, all right, sweet, we're gonna make all the stuff about the internet fans, or we could be like, we need actual musical fans, people that go to the festival and will wait 2 days and camp and listen to the song that they wanted to actually listen to.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna just be like bang bang on the club and then you're out by 2:30 a.m. You're gonna go home and you're done. Yeah, so that's where it's at. Yeah.
Like, to me, I think just from our own perspective,
Yep.
you've put it in such a beautiful way, and it does make a whole lot of sense.
Yes.
Like, there's a positive side of it, and then
there's
there's
a neg-
also a negative side of it as
Definitely.
well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
But eventually, all of you guys as artists will
Yeah.
come
well,
to the same frequency,
yes. That's
same
the right,
understanding,
the
and
right
and,
words.
and once you guys all come together,
Yeah, yeah.
trust me, everything will actually fall into place.
Exactly. Well, Afrobeats is getting us there.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're getting there slowly.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, the third question, which famous musician do you admire the most? Is there anyone that comes to mind?
Honestly, I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Ken.
Yeah, K-Dot. Only because I feel like each time he does something, he improves.
He does.
So I feel like, fuck, like I can do that. Like I can be that guy that's saying, my next project got to be better than my last one.
Yeah.
So that's why he's probably one of my favorites, because I feel like each time I hear his music, I'm learning something new, and I'm growing as an artist too, as a rapper. That is very powerful. Yeah. So
like his new album.
Yeah.
That itself was very powerful.
Very.
I don't know if it's Father Time, but one of the songs, like with Ken, especially with this album, you can tell that he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Because even in one of his songs, he was like, "Oh, I've been going through a lot," before he even starts rapping.
Yeah. Nah.
And I think as an artist, it's so beautiful to admit that you are going through something, so that there may be people that could actually relate to exactly what it is that you're talking about.
Yeah, like I'll sorry to cut you off.
That's
like,
okay.
I'll be honest, like nobody's perfect.
Yeah, in
like,
this life,
as much as we want to look at it, you can look on TV and be like, "Oh, sweet man," like J. Cole's the real spiritual guy, he's killing it,
he's
whatever.
amazing.
And then he might be having a divorce with his wife the next day because of some shit. You know what I mean? You will never know what people are going through.
Yeah.
But with music, you can get a gist of what a person is going through. Because within my music, you can hear a lot of pain, you can hear a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of neglect.
It's
but
energy.
at the end of the day, it is how I feel on the beat. And if you can resonate or feel in a way that we can link, yeah, sweet, that's solid, you know? But if we can't, but there'll be a guy out there or a woman out there that will be in the same boat as you that week, that day, that year, that lifetime even, you know? You just, But yeah, solid question.
That's amazing. You just made me forget what I was about to say.
The rapping guy, Kendrick, yeah.
Ken, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's amazing. So question number 4
Yeah.
is in regards to who would you most likely want to collaborate with in terms of music?
Oh,
so
it has to be, without a question, J Hus.
Oh wow.
Yeah, without a question, J Hus. Like,
Wow.
I want to be in the studio with this guy and be like, "Yo, cousin, let's just."
He's
fuck up a
amazing.
beat."
Jay Huss is amazing.
Like, I want to get real, like, aggressive on the beat, but in a way that's like not gangster.
Yeah.
But I want him to be gangster because I'm not gangster, but I want to match the same energy and the same lyrics and honestly the same storytelling, because I can't picture the shit that he says, and then I'll be like, bro, I don't even know this guy, but like he's so lyrically point on.
He's on point, like Mamacita. You've heard his song Mamacita, yeah?
All I've heard, but that's a bit
Hectic.
older. But
Hectic.
the stuff lately, when Conspiracy,
Yeah.
and what's the other album? His last album, I forgot what it was called, even though he's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if I ever got into the studio with this guy, would actually make some crazy stuff, you know?
Have you tried to get in touch? Because in this life, you
yeah. Nah, there'll be a time in due time. Like everything happens at the right time. Like right now, I don't reckon I'd be able to be like, yeah, sweet, let's make a song, you know? But in the future, definitely.
You're giving it time. That's
yeah, because
amazing.
I've got nothing to like put on his table, you know?
Yeah,
He's talking about how like he's gonna supply for his family as maybe a millionaire.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, I gotta go to work tomorrow and try to make back to the studio in time, you know? So
see, you're aware.
yeah,
Like,
so our collaboration will be a bit different,
would be.
but in maybe a year or two, we'll be.
you never know, because
cool.
not every day is the same. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
no,
you
not
know?
every day is the
Things
same,
things
yeah.
do change. But,
100%.
is there anyone else in mind in Melbourne?
Hey Mike, let's get on track. Yeah, man, what's going on? Yeah, there's a lot of the boys that I really want to work with.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite rappers in Melbourne right now is Crown. Have you heard of Crown? No. Crown, I think he's from the West Side. He's a crazy rapper. You should actually listen to him.
Wait. Crown with a C or a K?
K.
Yeah.
I've heard of him too. Yeah. Plus all the boys. You know, you got Mike, you got K, you got everybody else.
They're coming up. The boys are coming up.
Nah, we'll get there.
Even Prez as well. I'm
Prez
really proud
too,
of Prez.
Yeah, Prez
really
too.
proud. Like I reckon Prez is one of my favorites. Than Mike.
Same.
And there's a list. Like I'm very picky when it comes to artists. You know.
Yeah.
Like you guys are in the same category.
Yep.
And this year, I feel like you guys just said nah.
Yeah.
We gotta do it big.
Well, my tail hasn't.
Like the visuals, you know.
Oh, visuals definitely. I think with music in Melbourne, especially with the Sudanese boys, it got to a point where people were like, "Yo, are you about it, or like are you just
doing it for the hype?"
Yeah, you about the clats. It got to a point where it's like, "Yo, I gotta do this shit because this is what I've been telling people for a very long time."
Yeah.
So it got to a point where it was like, get real about it, or just
don't do it at all.
Yeah, I just don't do it. I feel like a lot of these young lads too are starting to get to that stage where it's like, yo, what the hell? Man, I've been doing this for like 5 years. May as well go hard 110%, you know? I just have passion for the music. So it's like either way, like I always feel like I'm going 100%.
You gotta give it your all.
Yeah, I'll wake up at 5 in the morning on a Saturday, and I'll be like, sweet, I want to do music. Or I'll be like, I don't want to go out tonight. So I want to do music.
It's become a hobby.
Not really a hobby, more of a passion. A hobby for me is like playing soccer.
Yeah.
Because once I get sick of playing soccer, I don't want to play it no more.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll
But
get
with
to
music,
a stage.
it's different. Yeah.
I don't think there'll be a day where I'll be like, I don't want to do music anymore. But, you know, there's nothing that can top that for me. Be family, but I don't think I can be like, I'm going to quit soccer this year. And, I'm going to quit music and do soccer. Or like, I'm going to take a year off music because I want to, you know.
Sounds like something that's been resonating with you for quite some time.
Definitely.
Like you've become one with music that, you know,
I
it would be hard for
would-
anybody to change your mind about it because you do, we all have a vision.
Yes, we do. And with my vision with music is like, I just want to get to a certain creative space. Like I want to get to a place where I've been like, oh, I've done all my ideas about music. I made the EP called Big Shaq Chronicles. I made
That's the one.
the next album called Mescadem or something. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to say that I've done.
What does Mescadem mean?
Mescadem?
I've actually never asked you that.
That's a long story actually. Because
long story short.
Yeah, long story short is my first original name was Mescadem. It's from an Ethiopian culture background. It's like basically saying a new year. So I was born on the 8th of September. So it's like on the 8th of September equals to a new year in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And they're a couple of years behind us. So
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
are within the calendar.
yeah, so it's like, yeah, they found out about the lad Jesus a bit too late. But it's all right. They still know what's going on. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know what's going on.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is powerful in a way because all our meanings, all our names have different meanings as well.
Definitely.
But wow, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Now, who inspired you to make music at the start? So from the beginning, like the Book of Genesis.
From the book, to be honest, Big L.
Who's that?
He's a rapper from New York, like around Biggie and Tupac and all that. There's a bar where he said he's like, in a street fight, I strike men quicker than lightning.
Oh.
And I've never heard that in my life, but I knew at that exact moment what that meant. So I was like, fuck, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to make some guy think of what I just said and be like, yo, I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
So from that day, I just started writing. That was when I was like,
Big L.
Yeah, Big L was my first inspiration in like, yeah, sweet. Let's write bars, but on the side, don't show nobody and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
But that was my first inspiration. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah. So glad. Yeah. Now, what is your favorite song?
My favorite song.
Out of all your songs, what is your favorite song,
and
why?
Out of all my songs.
Out of all your songs, and why is it your favorite song?
Oh, it's unreleased yet.
Oh.
Yes, it's unreleased. It's called Shaka. It's called Shaka. It's from the new EP, Big Shaq Chronicles.
Yeah, Big Shaq Chronicles.
All I have to say is very nice.
So we're not revealing anything.
Nah, not tonight.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I might have to call you back.
Yeah, you call me back. I'll come back.
I'll let you know once it's out, and then we'll talk about it.
No. Oh, no, you need me back once it's out. You will need me back once it's out.
I'm so glad to hear. That's something that we can both look forward to.
No, definitely. When this EP does come out, I'll come here. I'll give you a whole chat on it.
About it, yeah.
About what
and
it's
how
about.
You started.
How it took me like a year and a half.
Wow.
Mooney.
Hey, Banala.
You know, with more.
That's amazing, guys. Now, what is the best advice that someone has ever given to you in this life?
Okay.
Best advice.
About music or like just life in general?
We could balance it out.
The best advice I've learned about life is that life stops for nobody, I guess, in life. Like, if you think, like, things will go right because you want them to go right, shit ain't gonna work, you know?
No, it's not.
Because it's like, man. There's a lot of shit happening out there. Your problems do not matter. If you don't deal with them, the world isn't going to stop around you and be like, all right, let's help.
Let's sort this out. And then,
shut the hell up. Keep going.
You got to.
Yeah, so that's one thing I've learned in life is like, when things are going wrong or whenever they do go right, just understand like you are in control of what's going on and don't don't act like it's the end of the world, because once you do that, it will actually be the end.
It will get even worse.
Yeah, you'll feel like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's in music. One thing I've learned is like, don't stop. You know, like music gets very hard because it's one of the hardest jobs in the world. So it's like, don't stop, even if you have to walk. Like, well, like everybody's trying to go for a sprint, you know, but like, don't stop. If you have to walk. If you got to crawl. When you start jogging, you start jogging.
Yeah.
When you start running, you're running. And at the end of the day, it's a marathon. Like, you don't have to get there as quick as your mate got there. You know what I mean? Or you don't have to get there as quick as, you know, your other mate got their degree. It doesn't matter about that. It's like, you'll get there.
It's your time.
But if you stop, then you won't get there. But if you keep going and just each day, you might have a bad day. Yeah, sweet, relax. Get your mind sorted. You know, like build up your discipline to gain your motivation. But just don't stop, because once you stop, then your light is gone. Then you're just dim and sad every day.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to do music, man, but fuck. Don't be that guy.
As an artist, how hard is it to be determined and consistent?
Fuck, that's on a scale. I don't think there's a scale on this planet that can like match that. Like, you actually have to keep, because at the end of the day, it's you against you. As much as you want to be
you're
like,
mirroring yourself.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, your mom knows you make music, but she just wants to see something happen from your music. So if you're gonna be sitting there and be like, man, she don't like my music. Obviously, she loves what her son does, but she just wants to see her son progress.
Yeah, and
so
grow.
within that, it's like you've got to be disciplined enough to push yourself forward. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, just, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, if you could change anything about the industry, especially the music industry, what would it be?
The money.
Okay.
We need more
Can
money.
you elaborate?
We need more money as local artists. Nah, honestly. Just how music is measured. Like, I'm not saying.
So in terms of money, that's funding towards.
Oh, no, I'm speaking in the sense of like how local artists are looked at, you know? Like, there's a lot that goes into music. Yeah, sweet. You gotta have a whole team. I got the same bars as them too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I got like credentials, but it's like how you've got to have a good team to get your music out there. You gotta have a good marketing. Like, what? No, I just want to become a musician. But that part, if I could change it, sweet. If rappers can be paid 100% for what they do, instead of their managers and the show guys getting all that, sweet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind altering that a bit, because I feel like we deserve a bit more with the amount of hours and energy we put into our music. Like, it could just take you that whole day of thinking about writing a song, and then at 11:59 you start writing that song. But you were thinking about it the whole day. That took all your energy. So in that 11:59, you're so proud of yourself. And then let's say you go rap that song the next day, and then record it, and then get famous from it, make $1 million, and then you get what? $100,000
out of it.
What the fuck is that? Like, nah, that's, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like a very hectic industry.
Hectic is an understatement, but you know, we could do that.
We'll get there. The way I look at it, like, there's always the light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like if you just stay committed, determined, and consistent. Like you mentioned, don't give up. If you gotta crawl, you gotta crawl. Gotta walk. If you gotta run, then you gotta run. So it's a matter of just being consistent and just, you know, looking towards each day in a different light until your time comes. But in the meantime, you also got to enjoy yourself, enjoy your art, and enjoy the person that you've grown into. You know. But I hear you.
One thing too, like, you gotta embrace your own music. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, I love my music, but then as soon as somebody says, oh, I don't really like the music like that, you start feeling like, fuck, you know what I mean? If the more you embrace your music and feel good about it, nobody can say anything to you. Like, when I go to the studio and I feel like I've done 110%, I'm sweet with anybody saying anything bad about it. I'm like, sweet, that's how you feel. That's how you feel, dog. Because I know I did my best.
Critical feedback.
So I'll listen to him, but I'll be like, see, maybe he's right. Maybe I need to add this on. But from what I've done at that moment, I gave it all, so I'm good. So the more that I give myself power within believing myself, the more that I don't get let down, and the more confidence they see in me by my song, the more they'll like it.
That's it.
If you ask somebody like, oh man, did you like that song? Did you like that song? Did you like that song? They're gonna feel like, oh, you'd be like, yo, that was a crazy song, man. Oh, did you hear it again? Nah, play it one more time, bro. Play it one more time. I just want to hear one more time.
Yeah.
That's how I look at my music. No matter if you think any different, I do not care whatsoever. Because I feel like I've done what I can towards my mission. It could be your 9 to 5. I don't know, it could be golf, like my man plays golf, Ron.
Yeah.
Could be anything you do.
Yeah.
But if you don't give it 110% and you're not happy about it, then somebody will bring it down.
100%.
Yeah,
Always.
somebody will bring it down.
So your message is to always, just
stay true to yourself in a way.
That's the one. And just be alert, be aware.
Yeah.
Get to know yourself on a deeper level so that whatever comes your way does not tick you off.
Can't, because
it can't. If you feel very content within, nobody can ever come and be like, hey, what you're doing is crap.
Yeah, no.
Because within you, you've done a great job.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
that's
you feel good about
self-love
yourself.
and self-awareness to me.
And
which
self-education too,
That's
because
it.
it's like you feel like, yeah, sweet, I've done this, therefore I can do this now.
Yeah.
And then the more you do that, the more you just do. Yeah.
And there's different levels.
Definitely.
Different levels. You just got to keep climbing up those ladders.
Yep.
So how do you stay connected and up to date with the art world? With music, a 9 to 5 job, friends and family. How do you make sure that you still stay connected and up to date with your music?
You gotta be disciplined in a way, because there's so many things. Like, let's say you have a 9 to 5 and you make music and you got your family. Let's say you play football or something. I've just learned in my life you can't do 3 big things at once. Or is it 3 or 4? I'm not sure, but I think it's 3.
Yeah.
But it's like, so basically you have to play. So I've got my music, I've got my family, and I've got my job. If I add a 4th one, I'm done.
Yeah.
The scales tip. So I've just learned to work on my music first and foremost.
Yeah.
I've told my family I'm about my music. Yeah. All right. My job, like, I can't not have a job to not supply my music. Does that make sense? That's another thing on the scales. But within all of that, you just gotta try and wake up every day with a smile. It ain't gonna be easy.
It's not easy.
I mean, let's say you wake up, all right, I go work at 6 a.m. Then you finish work at 5 p.m. and then you got studio at 6 p.m. You didn't even get home yet. But then again, it's like, fuck it, just do it, get it done tomorrow. At least it's out of the way.
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted. So it's just be like, all right, sweet, today no music, I'm only gonna see the family. Then you do that, and that's once or twice a week, and then you do music 4 or 5, and then you do the 9 to 5 5 times. So it's like all about balance. Yeah. You gotta figure out, because I can't figure out what's best for you, but I can figure out what's best for me.
For you.
That's for me to work on. You know what I mean? And that involves family, music, money, whatever comes with it.
Yeah. And it ain't easy. It really isn't.
Yeah.
Well, so what brought us here tonight?
Yes.
Is in regards to what ambitious, or being an ambitious person, or having ambitions in general mean to us. So I'd like to know what does ambition mean to you, and how do you include it in your day-to-day life?
Ambition for me is what drives me. Like, it's the simplest thing that makes you tick. Like, for example, it could be like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna record this song. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I get this amount of money. It's just something that makes me promise myself I'll do something. So it's like, if I want to create or become a famous rapper, or like anything in life, my ambition is gonna be greater than anything else in life. Maybe not discipline or motivation, because you can still have ambition, and you can still sleep on a couch of motivation and on a couch of whatever else, So lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
Yeah, so within that, ambition for me is something that just keeps me going. It's the passion that I have for my music. It's the passion saying, oh, bro, it's been 3 weeks, you haven't finished that song yet. Oh, it's the saying, hey, bro, you gotta call this video guy, call the mastering guy. This stuff gotta be done. If I don't have ambition towards how I want the song to finish, then I can't see it at the end of it.
That's true.
Yeah, so ambition to me is just something that keeps me going, keeps me working. It's what I see in life.
That's it.
and what I see I can do in a sense, you know. So yeah, just keeps me ticking.
Like with with what you've mentioned, it's so in terms of your music, like obviously you have a overall image of where you'd like your music to go.
Yes.
You can see yourself in places that others might not see you.
Definitely, 110%.
So from my perspective, as an ambitious person, until you get to that, you won't stop at nothing.
Nothing.
You will wake up every day, even if you feel lazy,
don't
you
give
feel
50,
like you don't
60, 80, 85 too.
You continue
maybe
going.
90, I'll kick back. I'll be like, yo,
95.
shit, man, I'm 90 years old.
Yeah.
Let me relax a bit, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't make it, but like besides that, I don't think there's anything that can stop me.
At all.
Unless the gracious heavens decide.
And that's
to
the
take
beauty
over.
of being a very ambitious person.
Yeah.
Because you have the plan in your mind. Like, for example, if I want to become a doctor one day in life,
Yeah.
I would have to be very ambitious, very disciplined, and determined to get to that end goal, which is something that a lot of people don't take in as important. It's very important to have a goal in place and to be ambitious until you get to that end of your goals. So thank you for that.
110%. Because if you have no ambition or no goals, like where you going?
Yeah.
Like what road do you have
a dead
to shape?
road.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta have some headlights to see where you're going, I guess.
Yeah.
Then you gotta worry about the car afterwards.
That's it.
And then you gotta worry about yourself driving the car.
It's a whole cycle.
It's a whole.
So we have 2 more questions.
Yes.
And then so the other one is in regards to how you feel about Oz music. So
Oz music. So Aussie music. Very good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like men like chilling it. Honestly, what's his name? Husky's killing it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's very different compared. Like I know there's a lot of drill. Like you got 1/4 and 1/0. They're going hard with it. Australian drill.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's still young. It's like it can still be developed to how it should be. It's gonna be very different compared to any other place in this world because you got pseudos, you got fobs, and then you got some Aussies. And then you got the whole freaking multicultural community all jammed in together.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's gonna be like America or like the UK's, but it will have its own aura.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, oh, that's Aussie rap. Like,
people will know.
like my nickname is Jolsey. You know what I mean? It's cool, and I'm rapping, so it's like, fuck, this guy is he like somebody here is? Oh, what's this guy's name? Jolsey. Oh yeah, where's he from? Oh, he's Sudanese from Australia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough. But really, I'm just doing the music. You know what I mean? So it's like the music itself will have different characters.
100%.
There'll be a guy like Chillin' It. There'll be a guy like Husky. There'll be a guy like WALKx. There'll be a guy like Mike Wing. A guy like K. You know what I mean? A guy like Phantom. And within that, we'll have our own sound. And once we get that sound, then whoop do.
It goes off.
That's when we'll have our own genre of like, oh yeah, that's Aussie music, or that's UK music, or that's American music. It will take time, but we'll get there.
But you feel positive about where it's going?
We're in the transition at the moment, I feel, because it's like I used to feel positive about it, but now I'm part of it. So it's like
you're within it.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta aid it in a way because I used to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna make it a bit, but now it's like, I'm in. Yeah,
you're in it.
We're gonna make it. If it has to be because of me, it has to be because of me.
Yeah.
But we'll still make it either way.
That's it. Either way.
Yeah. Regardless.
Amazing. Now, what advice would you give other musicians in the same place as you? Especially the ones that are working solo, etc.
It's not easy, to be honest. Like, you might say this week I'm going to go to the studio, and then you don't go to the studio. That doesn't mean the world's done. Or you might say, oh, by September I want 10 songs done and recorded and mastered. That might not work, but at least you might get 8 done. So just wait an extra month. You know what I mean? Don't expect too much from yourself. That's one thing I learned to myself. I was like, by 25, sharp,
I'm gonna ace it.
Ace it. Everybody gonna know Joel's. I'm gonna drive a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? But then I realized.
But your fan base has grown though.
It has grown
over the years.
But then I've realized, for me to get better music, I had to grow as a person. Yeah. Like I have to actually go through things to speak to people about, or else I'll just sound like another rapper. Like what makes me different from other people? That's what I want to tell the person that's like, oh, I want to do music. It's like, what makes you different? What makes you sound different to Tupac, Eminem?
Yeah, all these
other big artists, or even like artists in your own neighborhood. It's like, what makes you different to them? will make you shine to the world, I guess, in a sense.
100%.
Yeah,
That's how I see it as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'd love to see moving forward?
Yeah.
Like I know Rise of South Sudan did something
yes.
similar by
Yeah,
bringing all the artists together.
Yes,
But
they still do that.
do you feel that maybe one of you guys can come up with with something big just by bringing all the artists together within the Southeast?
That's also one thing I wanted to, yeah, we don't really...
I reckon it would be amazing just to see all of you guys come together.
Nah, because it's different because we've been mates for so long that like when we all link up, yeah, so like I'm a rapper. When I go to my mates, I'm the rapper. So when all the rappers meet together, they just mates when they were younger. Nobody really wants to be like, oh bro, I want to take charge. Let's do this for we've got about 10 rappers in this room right now. Why don't we just all link up at Clayton Hall and just smash it? There's not a lot of that. There's like, oh yo, what's good this weekend? Because that's what you want to do with your friend. But like we have to learn to work musically. Yeah. It's like, all right, sweet, you're a musician, I'm a musician. I want to get somewhere, you want to get somewhere. How are we going to help ourselves?
That's it.
Because if we don't do that, we're not going to,
you guys won't like be able to move further.
Yeah, we can go far, but we won't go further.
Yeah.
So you are right. We kind of have to like stick together in a sense.
Come together.
Yeah, come together.
Come up with the plan, a massive project.
Yeah.
That could put you guys on the map.
Literally.
The way I see it, everyone is working solo.
Yeah, very solo. We don't even do much. Like we got the Gremlins and whatnot. We got some of the boys like the BBG boys in the West Side and whatnot. But yeah, no one's respectively like collectively working together. It's
100%.
very, very hard.
And the way I see it, even the big top tiers, especially in America, they collaborate.
Oh, but then again, that's just money.
It's a lot of collaboration. Yeah. Like even though there's not enough funding here, there are ways where people can actually collaborate and just build their connection and networks, you know. But if we continue as artists to work solo on our own, it'll make it harder for us to be put on the map, you know. Do you get what I mean? I reckon if you guys collaborate and come together.
Now that's very
because
that's it. That's it.
You know, but if you guys come together,
together,
and then but that's just my perspective, and that's just what I've been thinking lately. And I hope one of you guys as an artist will put their foot down, step out of their comfort zone and be like, here's a list, 1 to 15. We're gonna organize this. We're just gonna come together, have a weekend full of like greatness.
That's what
you know, like the festival that's happening in October with Burna Boy. He's coming in October.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of people going to that festival. Heaps of people. So in Southeast or the West area, we can do something similar.
Nah, but you are very right. A lot of the musicians that know each other around here should really come together collectively.
Yeah.
And just try and work with each other. Like it does. We don't need a big ass label to be like, hey boys, some girls, hey. That chick sounds like Nikki. Oh, this guy sounds like Lord. We don't need that. We can become that ourselves. You know, we can do our own things in a manner that we can create a society. Like I don't know, Melbourne music or something like where we could be like, alright, sweet. I know most of the rappers around here. But I know we're all not famous at the moment. At least we're working together towards getting somewhere. You know?
That's it. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm implying to. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. 100%.
But. God damn, it's been a nice interview, Jules.
Yeah, I start off sweating and now I'm cool and stuff. What the shit? Stuff, huh? Stuff.
There's always sweats in here. Yeah, always sweats.
She got dangerous questions, man.
But look, I really appreciate you for really taking the time and energy to come into the studio.
Yep.
And surely, well, once you're ready, I'd love you to come back and talk to me about is it your EP?
This will be my last EP. It's called because I'll start doing. I don't want to say I'll do an album, but like my next piece of work will be
different.
Will be very different.
Yeah.
It's called Mescaram, so like
Mescaram.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah.
I'm looking
That's got heavyweight on it already. So we getting there. But I appreciate you inviting me to this.
Thank you.
Appreciate your crew over there. Big man.
Amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, no, I really love what you do.
Thank you.
You're making people come out here and represent what they're about. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And I know it's a voice for the women, but I'm out here speaking to you too, my lady. Do what you gotta do. You might not be a rapper, but you be something else.
That's it.
So just to give it 110%, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any words of encouragement before we close off our episode that you could, give out to all our viewers? And
if you have an idea, turn it into a dream and get it done.
That's it.
Swear to God, your life will be solid.
Amazing.
Swear to God.
Thank you so much.
Promise,
and to all our viewers, once again, thank you for tuning in on the Voices of South Sudanese Women. And thank you for always taking the time to show so much love.
Appreciate
and thank you, Josie. I appreciate you for coming in. All right. And you guys all take care. Stay blessed. Stay positive and hydrated.
Love you.
Take care and God bless. See ya.